So you want to get started with drop shipping, or you really just want to start any type of online business. Maybe you even just want to sell products online, whatever it may be. You want to be able to work from your laptop without having to go into your 9 to 5 every day and clock in and work for a boss, right? Whether it's a side income that you're trying to get started up, or you're literally you're setting this up for a full-time income, I have an awesome video for you guys today. It's very extensive. I haven't seen anything like this on YouTube to date. This is the type of stuff that people pay for. I'm going to be on a call with my friend Matt, and we're going to show you guys exactly how you can start getting your very first results with drop shipping. We're literally going into the store. I'm going to show you how to set it up first of all. We're about to hop into that. Gonna show you guys how to set it up. Then we're gonna go on a call with Matt, and Matt is going to give you all of the tips that he knows. He actually just brought one of his students from $200 a month with drop shipping all the way up to $4K a month, and I think that those numbers are going up to about $2K per week. So guys, this is a very transformative video, and it's really a no bullshit video. We're going to show you everything you need to do, and anything that we don't show you how to do, because a lot of this stuff, it will take a bit of time. We definitely link to all the resources that you'll possibly need to get the job done. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into getting your store set up, and then we're gonna hop over to the call with Matt, and he's going to give you the nitty gritty details on how you can really bring your drop shipping business to the next level. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so here we are on my computer, and now I want to show you guys a bit about the dropshipping business model so that you guys understand what you're going to be doing today and how you can get started. So the way that this whole thing works, I want to pull up an image real quick just to illustrate, kind of how it works, because I think that's only fair for you guys to understand how it works before we get started. Well, what we're really doing in this situation is when we set up our website and we market our product and our customer pays us, is we're going to this drop shipper. Now the drop shipper that we primarily work with is AliExpress. And again, guys, I told you this earlier, but I am not a drop shipper. I've used Shopify before, which is the product I'm going to show you guys how to install for your website. But by no means am I a drop shipper. That's why I have Matt coming onto the call pretty soon here to show you guys exactly how to do a lot of this stuff. So I'm just going to show you guys how to get set up with the very basics first. So AliExpress is the drop shipper we're going to use. And let's just type in a product like watches. Let's say we wanted to have a watch store. And this is where we're going to find our products. As you can see, this one here is only $351. So not a very expensive watch, right? On here. But we can actually go ahead and turn around and sell this for $15, $20, maybe even $30. That could be a realistic sell. And if you don't think so, what you can do is you can just go find other products on here and find a product that you can realistically make a profit on. Okay, so if you think you can sell this watch for more than $1 or $2, then you're in luck, because that's what we're going to be doing on our site, and that's how you're going to make money. Because we're going to sell these watches for, let's say, even if we wanted to, $10, $15, $20 a piece, and then we're going to be making mostly profit on that. So now that we have that down, we kind of have the drop shipper and the product figured out. That's going to our customer. We're going to get your store set up so you can actually start marketing these products. So what I want you guys to do is head down to the description right now and click on the Shopify link. This link is going to allow me to make a little bit of a kickback once you guys end up working with Shopify. $29 a month, and you pretty much get a full website builder where you can sell products and really scale your store to, thousands of dollars if you wanted to. So go ahead and click on the link in the description. It should say Shopify free trial. It doesn't cost you guys any extra, but it's a way you can help me out. You'll see a screen like this, and as you can see, 14-day free trial, no risk, and no credit card required. Put in our email and get started. And then you're going to see the 14-day free trial. And this is where you can enter your password and your store name. Okay, so once you've created your store and you've entered, this is what it'll look like from the back end of your website. So this is kind of where you edit everything. First of all, you'll see kind of your interface here. It'll show you how many sales you're getting. Trust me, guys, once this number starts racking up, it's going to be a great feeling. I actually use Shopify for my t-shirt company that I ran for a while. And when you start seeing, hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars racking up in this little box here, it's going to be a great feeling. And then you can also see your visitors live right here, so that's amazing. So if you do want to just go ahead and upgrade right now, just select a plan, and that way you don't have to worry about it for the 14 days. But if you want, just wait until the 14 days or before the 14 days and just choose the plan. And that will, put you in a place where you're good to go on a monthly basis for $29 a month. The next thing that we're going to need to actually, because I showed you guys this products on AliExpress, as you can see, they're all over here, but you're thinking like, how do I get these products on my store? How do I get them to show up there? Well, it's actually an app called Oberlo, and it's very easy to install. You just hit apps, and it's installed for me already, but I'm going to delete it just to show you guys how to do that. It should show up here. If it doesn't, just go to Visit Shopify App Store and search for it on here. Just search Oberlo, and there will be a link in the description to a tutorial on how to actually import all of this stuff, but just make sure you click that and add the app to your store. Later on, you can kind of watch that tutorial and see how to import your products. Just hit install app. Once you actually want to start editing what your site looks like, you go into online store. You can mess with your themes here, and this is your store. Focus on mainly just getting your product in front of people. You don't really have to spend too much time on the About Us page. It's probably a good idea to add a privacy policy and a terms and conditions. You can do like a terms and conditions generator. They actually have it built in for you. So yeah, just get started and just fill this out. It's pretty easy to get started with that. You want a privacy policy and a refund policy just so that people can trust you more. And then also if they're getting sent here from Facebook, which is going to be our main traffic source, this is going to make it a lot nicer of a store, and Facebook will like to see that as well if they're sending people your way. So that is pretty much it. After we've installed Oberlo, your site's ready to go. There's little technical things like getting this stuff set up and going into your apps and using Oberlo to import the products. But guys, honestly, there's blogs all over the internet. There's videos all over the internet about how to do that stuff. What we want to help you guys do is the stuff that really nobody's teaching you. So spend some time, figure that stuff out. But before you do that, watch our video, kind of soak it in and get an idea of how you can start winning in this industry. So I do have a bit of, experience, but we are going to head over to Matt because he actually helps people scale from $200 a month to $4,000 a month with their Shopify stores. So he has the information you guys need to be successful. So let's get right into it.
So how's it going, everyone? My name is Matt Nicefaro. I'm an 18-year young entrepreneur. Carter, I'm so thankful for him to bring me on here and to teach you guys a full action-packed and value-packed, no BS, quick little video that we put together to make this as much value as you can and start making money as soon as possible. And like Carter said, I had a store and a winning product that we're about to share with you, and I'll actually show you that in a couple of seconds. And the product that I essentially had was actually makeup palettes. That's something that I found out there that I saw someone was doing. And I was like, hey, I can do this as well. So that's where I really got into drop shipping. I was like, ooh, this is cool. And essentially from there, I was like, wow, I can really make money from this. And there was no technicalities in there. Obviously, I did my research in Facebook ads. We're going to touch over that as well. But essentially, my return on investment with that, I'm actually going to show you guys right now. I'm just going to share my screen real quick. A quick little thing here. This was actually a screenshot. I found that you can see here my current domain. This is a little cut out here about beauty glaze. That's essentially what the makeup palette was called. And I'll show you guys that also one more second from here. I woke up, I put ads, made things very simple in my store, woke up with $102 in my PayPal. They were paid by PayPal, so it was really cool. 5 orders on that. So I was about selling it for about 15 to 20 bucks. I'm not sure roughly about that because I upped the price after a while. And by the end of that day, I was actually making $155, which is very, 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 very cool.
Now, Matt, come back into the split screen real quick. I want you guys, I want these guys to understand like how big of an opportunity this is. Literally, you are getting this Shopify free trial, 14-day free trial. You're getting your store set up. You could do this. Matt did it overnight. He made $155
in pretty much less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
And he only worked for like 3 hours to get there. So that's what I'm all about here, guys. I'm here showing you guys how to have high income skills and really help you guys out. So coming to this video, if you kind of do the things that we say and then do your own research a little bit and you know, you work hard, you guys can have results like this. You know, exactly. You guys can do this as well. So Matt, get back to what you were saying. I just wanted to emphasize like how quickly he got his store set up and he started making money. Like that's the big point here is like it only took him like a day to get it to a point where he was starting to make money.
Yeah, and whether you're a beginner at dropshipping or you have tested out maybe a store or maybe have not started your store yet, I created a store with under about 24 hours and I made $155 because it took me not that long. I did a bunch of research online and like I said, you have to be doing that research. You have to be looking and investing into education, especially whether it's coaching, maybe it's a mentor, finding someone who has the results that you want. And it's very easy to replicate that. That's essentially what I did. And from there, right, people overcomplicate things, okay? And I want to dive into a little bit about something that many of these dropshipping gurus, maybe you're just starting, you have experience, like I said, they don't talk about, which is mindset, okay? My big journey of everything I'm doing now, I'm tapping still into dropshipping essentially now, but just in a different bit of way about what I'm doing. I'm actually doing network marketing now. All different streams of income out there. And this is in my eyes, the best business model to start out, whether you're a beginner or maybe you do have some expertise, like I said, but I believe everyone needs to learn this skill because it teaches you marketing, it teaches you advertising, it teaches you the psychology that goes into someone's mind when they want to purchase off of emotion, because that's essentially what we're doing here. But my point is that this is all mindset, okay? Now the 80-20 rule in business, if you don't know what that is, it's essentially saying, actually, Carter, you probably know that the 80-20 rule. Yep. You explain that?
Yeah. So the 80-20 rule, you guys know that if you've heard of this, at least, if you're anything like us, you know that the 80-20 rule explains that there's a lot of things that you can apply it to, but basically, here's an example. 20% of your work is producing 80% of your results. So focus more on that 20%, right? Yeah. And now Matt uses the example in terms of mindset and hard work. And his belief is actually 95 and 5. His belief is the 5% is hard work, and then the other 95 is mindset. And I think that's an interesting way to look at it. I look at it in somewhat of the same way. I'd say it's more like 80-20, and I'd say the 20 is the work and the 80 is the mindset. But you get the idea, right? Like a lot of this is mindset, destroying your limiting beliefs, and then the hard work and like the tactics and all that stuff. You guys can pretty much buy success. You guys can pretty much buy that if you just go to a coach, you go to a mentor, you go to someone who's already done it before. That part is easy. You can put a dollar value on that. But mindset, that's something you have to develop. That's between your ears. That's on you. So figure that out as well. Without further ado, we're going to be getting into the nitty gritty now, kind of give you those tactics. And then just paired with mindset, this is going to be a killer combo for you guys.
Yeah. So like I said before, Carter explained that perfectly, very, very well about mindset and stuff. And that's a big thing that I am on. And so without further ado, I'm going to show you guys simple tactics to start making money as soon as possible, because our human mind, because this is where it comes with mindset, we overcomplicate things. We tend to overanalyze and tend to just make things more complicated than it actually is. So I'm going to explain to you essentially the process a little bit about how you guys can do this, the same exact thing. So like I said, I'm going to share my screen once again here. I'm going to dive into the store. This is not the exact store. It's a very test trial store that I wanted to just put together really quickly to show you guys this. And this name right off the bat, I want to give you this guys really good pointers that you can do this as soon as possible. Okay, Carter already explained to you how to get your store set up. You don't want to focus on the name. You want to get the name right there. We went to random word generator and we came up with March Connection. And this doesn't really match our essentially our store brand. So you want to keep things really, really broad. But I wanted to show you how easy it is just to create a store name. Secondly, people believe that it has to be designed. It has to look nice. Everything. I got to make all these products. I have all these products in my store. No, you just need one product. Okay. And as you just saw here in my catalog, I just have one product. And this is the exact product that I sold on my store. About the same price, a little bit less and a little bit more, testing things out. But I want to show you how simple this is. I have one product in my store. Doesn't look like much because essentially you're driving traffic. And for you beginners out there, traffic is essentially visitors on your website. So I'm paying Facebook or any sort of Facebook or Instagram. I'm driving traffic. I'm driving people to my offer essentially right here, and they're going to purchase it. Essentially, that's what I want them to do. But see how simple this is here. So I'm going to move you guys down here a little bit. I have this all imported from Oberlo. It's another app on Shopify. Very simple to set up, and it's free. And this is essentially where they're landing on my page. So they're not really, if they're going to click around, so be it. But most of the people are just going to stay on here. And if your offer and your copyright is essentially the text on your page, this here, and none of this stuff really adds up to what this offer is. This was actually another product that I actually sold, which was actually wireless moon lamps. So that's another untapped free product that I'm giving to you right away, because a lot of drop shippers out there, you're going to notice this over time. They don't want to release your product, okay? Now, here's something where it makes us different. This is why it's value pack. We just gave you 2 free products here. And essentially, the people who you're watching, some of you guys are going to take action, some of you aren't. And so the people who are, you can have success with this. I can't guarantee that you're going to make money, but I can guarantee you that if you're using my strategy and following exactly what I do, because I'm telling you exactly what I did, there's the possibility of making money. And all it really comes down to just investing in yourself, simply $100, maybe $50 to get you started. You can easily spend at minimum at $5 to get your first sale in the back office of your Shopify store. So like I said, this is the store here. So how cool would it be just seeing one sale here and maybe $19.97 here in your back office? Essentially, that's not pure profit. It's on your gross profit, because you have to subtract your ad cost as well as your the cost of the product. But I want to just get that in your mind, guys, that it's very simple to do this. One product in your store. Start with one product. You use this product. You use my wireless moon lamp, okay? And from there, it comes down to copy, okay? And Carter, you know big about copy, and essentially everything that you do is pretty much
yes.
Based off of copy. So you want to explain just a little bit about this?
Yeah, let's talk about it a bit. Matt, that product description that you had, you think we could throw that in my description? You think we can give that to him too?
Yeah, I'll actually give you that
template.
as well.
That template. Yeah, so we will. I'm going to write that down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to give you guys the template for writing your product descriptions, so that you guys can just kind of plug and play. Like, it's just going to be like you literally open it up in Google Docs or Word or whatever, and then just fill it in with your product information. Yeah. But guys, I want you to understand this. When you're writing a description for a product like this, or you're writing a description for your service, you always want to think about the audience that's going to be reading it. You don't want to talk about yourself. You don't want to talk about the little features and all that. I mean, that's important with the product sometimes, where like people have certain little questions about it, and you should cover those. But for the most part, we're going to be talking about the end result in our copy, what people are going to get from it. So when I talk about, coaching in my business, for instance, I don't talk to people when I'm marketing it about all the little intricacies and all the tactics, and I don't sit around and talk about myself all day. When I'm marketing it to people, I talk about the end result. I talk about where they're going to be in 6 months if they sign on with me to do some coaching, where they're going to be if they invest in this or that. So it's not about how you're going to get there. You have to talk to them about the end result, the really juicy rewards that they're going to receive from this. And you don't want it to sound cheesy, of course. So you got to keep it a bit tame, I'd say. You don't want to go too crazy with it. But at the same time, we're talking about their pain points and their desires. What kind of problem do they want to solve? What kind of desires do they have? And how is our product or service going to help them get there?
Yeah, and that's exactly what it is. And then you guys were like, how can it be so technical like that? And in his case is social media marketing and things like that. We're talking about a makeup palette. Neither of us are in makeup palettes, and the products that you might be selling on your store, you might not even have any like interest in it. Essentially, I don't have interest in makeup, but I made my copy. That's the biggest thing. Making it very simple and making it right to their pain points, and they're targeting their emotions. If we just go right back here real quick, I'm going to show you just the title of here, and I'm going to make this a little bit better. I'll show you exactly what I used for my copy, the template that's going to be linked in the Google Docs below. But if you see this right here, it says, this is supposed to say, do you want to spice up your normal makeup eyeshadow lifestyle? add some sparkle to that boring old look that you wear constantly. Look at this. This is unique. I've never seen any kind of glitter palettes out there, and people love it. So I'm really targeting people like saying, oh, their normal eye look is boring. Like, what? This is makeup. This is makeup we're talking about. The big thing is, like Carter said and I said already, is emotions. Focus on this. This should be as long as this. So like I said, use this as a template and just fill it in as you go, okay?
Yeah, that'll be in the description, a template on how you can do this. I'll even tweak it a bit and kind of make it so you guys understand how to fill it out when you're doing your product. Also, guys, don't worry about the technical stuff. Like if you need to import your products and stuff like that, there's plenty of videos on YouTube. We're here to give you guys like the stuff that's really going to matter. The other stuff, you can look it up, or you can, honestly, like find it in a blog post or a YouTube video. So you guys have seen how we actually post the product, what matters with the product, how we've simplified it down to one product on a store that took us like an hour to set up.
Yeah.
Now, what do you have next, Matt? Are you going to show your Facebook ads, the way you're sending traffic to this? Or
yeah,
did you have anything else?
Show that as well. I'm going to show them a little bit 2 websites that I use to actually spy on my competitors and show stuff like that.
Awesome.
And this, I don't do a lot of consuming more people's contents because I'm really just focused on me. So this might be already out here. I know one of the websites that I'm about to show you, some of the famous guru dropshippers actually released. But at the time when I first learning, this was all secret. And so I had to invest in mentorship and stuff. So this information is essentially worth about a couple of $1,000s, and this is all for you for free because we want you to first of all, taking action and making money and showing you that this stuff is actually possible to do.
Yep.
So with finding products and stuff like that, that's a big thing because you can do so much with the copyright and advertising, but you also want to be testing new products all the time. So the big thing is 2 websites. Again, these are going to be linked below in the description. This website is called Dive. Very simple. It shows you the top trending websites on AliExpress. They don't really show you that. You can look on AliExpress, but on here it's very easy to do. And also this other one that many people don't know about. My mentor showed me this. So this is kind of like a really just give you it kind of thing. Every single pretty much drop shipping and also e-commerce or any big store out there uses Shopify as their pretty much hosting platform. Okay. Now with that being said, there's subdomains. So there's Shopify. So I'll show you right here. So Shopify is the web hosting. Now the website, usually I'll show you something right here. I'll show you some, these are the most top name brands here. We're out of the whole entire world. These are the most popular websites essentially. And obviously you can see some of these are in, this is all in Canada, but it's not really. But my whole point is you can spy on the competitors and see what people are testing in their stores because everyone uses Shopify. So you're able to tap into every person's store out there. So like, maybe if you're familiar with dropshipping, people don't want to release their stores. You might be able to even tap into my store on here and find it on here and see the products that I have on my store. But it's all about searching on here. So this is a very good website to use. Dive, and also this website, it's going to be linked in below. It's called myips.ms, and this exact link, this exact setup is going to be linked below. So
dude, was that Gymshark on there?
This was Gymshark on there. So if you guys know what Gymshark is, very famous website. They're using Shopify as their hosting platform.
The same thing that we just set you guys up with. Gymshark is using it.
Gymshark
goes to show they've built a multi-million-dollar business.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's truly crazy. You can really, the power behind this, essentially this website on here to really see what people are doing.
Awesome.
Yeah. So one last thing that we want to touch upon a little bit more is ads, okay? Because essentially now you have your product, right? You got your product, you find your product, you have a product right here for you to use, as well as 2 products. You got this Moonlight lamp, very cool product as well. So I very highly recommend for you to search that up as well. We give you the copy, everything. And then I'm showing you you just need one product, and you have websites here for you to use to find more products. Now you need to get that product out. How are you going to do it? You're going to do it through Facebook advertising. And a simpler thing, if you have a Facebook account, you could use your personal Facebook account, but I highly recommend what you should do is create a business manager account. There's going to be a link below in the description here. AdExpresso puts out a very, very good blog. It shows you exactly how to set that up exactly. And then you can follow along with what I'm about to tell you here. And essentially, here's the tips. I'm not going to walk you through exactly all this. I'm going to show you the tips that I've learned and how I run my advertisements, okay? And very simple. You're the experienced drop shippers, everyone has contradictions, and really it's kind of a really contradicting topic to talk about of what essentially do you choose to run your advertisement on, because there's so many things here. See, I started off with traffic, and I didn't realize that didn't really get me anywhere. And actually what I use now is actually conversions. Conversions is essentially that's exactly what it means. Conversions means you're putting an ad up, you're having them buy your product. How much does it cost for Facebook to spend in order for them to buy the product? So you always really want to optimize for conversions. Now, most people might disagree on this, but I actually have a student of mine that I actually mentor. He went from $200. His name's .com-gauge. You can actually go search him up on Instagram at .com-gauge. You can reach out to him and see him the results that he's getting as well. He made $200 last month, and within a couple of weeks, he's right now at 4K. The time we're filming this video, he's at 4K this month. So he went from 200 to 4K. 4K. Simple fix actually in his mindset mostly, and actually something wrong that he was doing with his Facebook ads that I'm about to show you. So always optimize for conversions, okay? Now you got that out of the way. You can name it, your campaign. You don't need to worry about this create split test or budget optimization. Just click continue.
Guys, can I add something in real quick, Matt?
Yeah. Of course.
Guys, with these ads that Matt's showing you, keep in mind as well that the ad platforms do change, and Facebook ad costs will change. Keep an eye out for other ad platforms that you can use to market your products. They're all quite similar, and your ads are really going to come down to preference at the end of the day and what you're really trying to get out of your store. Because if you're trying to build a community around your store and you're trying to take it big and really make it a full-time business, then this type of stuff that we're showing you isn't really necessarily going to work for that. You might have to take some more time and really connect with your audience, and maybe even run some posts that are, just fun posts that your audience can engage with. Right now, we're just showing you guys how to get your store set up, make your first money. So keep in mind, this isn't necessarily how you set up a thriving business. This is how you set up your first store, get your feet wet, try out drop shipping, and see if it's something that you can actually make money with.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So keep in mind, Facebook ads, they're great. Matt's going to show you how he does his, but this stuff changes every day. It changes literally, just last year, Facebook ads costs were like half of what they are now in some instances. So it's not to say Facebook isn't still a good place to advertise, because it really is. Like I'm still making my clients a lot of money actually advertising on Facebook, and I'm helping people to make money on Facebook still. But keep in mind, guys, there are other ad platforms out there, and don't panic if Facebook ad costs get too high. I was DMing a kid about this the other day, and he's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. My store is going to fail. But like, guys, there's other things out there. Just always stay on the ball. Keep your eye out. Without further ado, Matt, get into it.
Yeah.
Show them what's up.
You should have one product on your store already. Very simple to get started. You can use the exact product that you have. Set up Facebook ads. And Facebook ads is a skill to learn. So you're going to need money to invest in there. And I'm showing you exactly how I'm going to run my ads. So really clear and concise buttons that you just need to click. That's all it is. There's no technical skills. I'm just clicking buttons on my computer at the legency of my home. Just chilling in my room right now. And so right here, you're going to be optimizing for conversions. So if you do not know what the Facebook pixel is, I advise you to have that on your Shopify store. You're going to optimize either to add to cart or to purchase. I highly recommend to purchase, okay? And here, see it says view content, search, add to cart. There's initiate even checkout. So you want to go all the way down to purchase or add payment or initiate checkout, one of those. But I highly recommend to just go right to purchase, because that's where we essentially want someone to do, okay? Now from there, a lot of big thing about audience, it's not really about the audience. You can go very broad as long as your ad copy. Believe it or not, after all the years that I've experienced with advertising marketing, it comes down to just copy. It's not really targeting at the end of the day, okay? So you can create customer audiences and all this stuff that very useful in the long run, but keeping things very simple. Facebook automatically clicks this box. We do not want to click it, okay? I can go briefly over why. It says expand interest. Your potential reach is actually going to be broader than your actual detail targeted. But all you need to know is that unclick this box. This is the biggest thing here. Unclick this box, okay? Now you can see this. Look, when Carter was talking about how Facebook is always updating and always adding new features and always changing their platform, this is it. Look, they have a new thing here, okay? It's ads on marketplace, essentially that the middle button on your Facebook icon. That's pretty cool. Here, most people believe automatic targeting. You don't want to have this. I'm not gonna explain in depth why. If you follow this is exactly how I structure it. I just go through it for a breeze and just click all these buttons, okay? You want to click edit placement, and you want to choose one of these. You want to choose Facebook or Instagram. I highly recommend starting off with Facebook, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to unclick Instagram, audience network, messenger, and you also want to unclick all of these except feeds. So you want to get instant articles out of the way, right column, marketplace, stories, and essentially our ad cost is going to be even shorter now because instead of a broad reach of all social media platforms, because Facebook does own Instagram, and we just want to market just on Facebook and just on the feeds. Just when someone's scrolling, they see our product right there. Have that clicked. Keep scrolling down. None of this stuff matters. Daily budget. You want to have a daily budget and you want to start off at $6, okay? Most people might say $5 or anything like that, but you want to use $6 to start off with. Again, I can go into detail why and exactly like that, but just put this on there, $6, and you want to run your ads continuously. We're optimizing for conversions. You want to keep scrolling down to here. Almost last thing here is lowest cost and target cost. Here is the only two things you might have to test. But right now, I'm going to show you, you want to have a bid cap at whatever your product is. So if you're using my exact product right here, essentially what this means is you don't want Facebook to spend as much as $5 per conversion. I highly just recommend to put it at $10, okay? Can you spend $10 for a sale? Pretty simple to do, okay? I highly recommend about $10. And you might be like, oh, we're spending the daily budget of $6 and we're doing $10. Just do it. And if this isn't working, this is the one thing you're gonna need to tweak. One thing is to just lower this or raise it. From here,
hey guys, quick tip on when you're tweaking your ads as well. Don't necessarily go into the ad that you create. Actually, you'll see later when he creates it, there'll be an option where you can duplicate your ad.
Yeah.
I recommend go ahead and duplicate your ad and change it in there because honestly, Facebook gets a bit weird about if you're tweaking an ad that's already existing, and sometimes it won't even push it for you. So, and then the other thing, when you're setting that bid cap, guys, that is going to be something you're going to need to play with because Facebook ad costs are always changing, as well as your budget. You're going to need to mess with your budget as well, probably over time as Facebook ads get more expensive. Honestly, you could move over. I don't know if Matt's tried this, but you could probably run like Snapchat ads or something. That's probably pretty cheap right now.
Yeah, it is actually. I've been looking into that, but a little bit right back here. I want to get you guys really action-packed and don't want to waste your time here. Like I said, this is the only pretty much thing here. Make sure these all are unchecked. And I'm not going to get, like I said, into detailed targeting and stuff like that. My thing is makeup palettes. I'm going to type in the word makeup here. Okay, not just going to use makeup. I'm going to find maybe brands that are famous makeup brands and use those as targeting. Only thing you're going to need to touch is either lowest cost or target cost. Lowest cost, this is the most. It won't bid more than $10, okay? That's very reasonable for a purchase, okay? Target cost maintains a steady, exactly what it says. It says maintain a steady, see the little arrow here? Maintains a steady cost per conversion. So it kind of fluctuates a little bit, but $10, you get to see what price works, and then you can put it at that price, okay? Now from there, very simple. You're going to have an ad copy, okay? This is the last ad copy that really matters of everything pretty much, okay? And you want to be having a Facebook page. You don't need to run Instagram right now. You probably don't have a Facebook page, so it's very simple to create one. You're just going to click create new and just use this process here to type in your store name, all right? I'm not going to get into detail there. It's going to come up with two of all these things. You're going to do local business. Doesn't really matter. Brand and product. Here is your format. I like to use single images, okay? Or in this case, I actually tested this out with a video. I found a video online of this exact makeup palette. I don't own these products. That's the cool thing about drop shipping. You don't go out and physically buy these products. You wait till someone purchases on your website for $19. Then I go to AliExpress and purchase it for $5, okay? Now, if you're doing that right out there, if they're spending $10 on advertising for the purchase, that means I'm making a profit about $5, right? Because if I'm selling it for about $19.97, ad cost about $10, so that's $10 I'm making. $10. Nope. Subtract 5 for the product cost, so I'm making $5. And you're like, oh,
Yep.
wow, I made $5. You just made $5. Exactly what you did to make that one sale, you can make 10 sales. I'm 10, you go to 100. 100, you go to 1,000. It's the exact same process. It's just scaling. Putting more money in your investment. Very simple business concept. The more
Matt,
money.
what do you think about? I got a quick question.
Yeah.
What do you think about? I know that you have considered doing this, and I think you were even talking to me about doing this with one of your products that you were advertising. But what do you think about actually buying the product, seeing it, making a video with it yourself, or taking your own pictures of it, and then posting it? Have you thought about, is that something that's good to do if people want to do that and they want to take it to the next level later on?
Yeah, definitely. That's exactly what I'm actually doing now. I'm actually making my own videos because Carter and I, we both like making videos. So if you have a passion in that, you don't even need to do the videos yourself. Okay. You can hire someone online, outsource the work, send the product to them, have them make a video for you. And I have done this with with actually the Beauty Glaze palettes. I had them send them out. And when they purchased it, what happens when someone likes a product? They suddenly just make a video about it. And essentially, if their page is about makeup, they're going to post a video. So what do? I can use that as a testimonial and put it up on my advertisements. So in that eyes, you can do that. And I would recommend it in the future to do that, or outsource the work if you're not good with that stuff, because you don't need to be good at everything. You just need to be good at one thing only. First of all, it's your mind. Second of all, it's just advertising and understanding how to tap into someone's psychology of what triggers them to purchase. Okay, so that's a really good part, Carter, and very good tip for people to do in the future. Now here, like I said, go with single image, or if you find a video, it doesn't really matter. And here's where you want to use your ad copy. Okay, now the best website to make ad copy and make sort of an attractive image is Canva. Okay, and I'm gonna just dive into just really quickly. And actually, I literally just dragged and dropped. If you don't know Canva, highly recommend it. It's free. Get started today. Link will also be in the description. I just dragged this template right there, tweaked a couple things, as you can see. Hold on, it's loading real quick. It was there. Tweaked a couple things. Have beauty glazed palettes on their sale. Glitter palettes right here. You see this? Glitter palettes. Makeup sale. Ooh, if they're interested in makeup, they're going to click on it. They're going to go to your website. They're going to read it. Triggers their emotion. They're going to purchase. Very
now look, guys. Yeah, this is, as we said, it's a quick way to make money. And I do want to continue to warn you guys that this is, as we said, it's a quick way to make money. That's all this is. It's a quick way to get your feet wet with drop shipping, learn how to do it. But I definitely recommend, if you want to make a nice little side income out of this, or you want to make a full-time income, do some more research on your audience, really find out what they like. Buy these products, see if they're really, great products before you go out and sell them. Order them off of AliExpress, use them yourself, see if you like them.
I've done that.
Make your own videos with them and stuff like that, So that I just want to give you guys a little bit of context for the future, because obviously, this isn't how to build a business. This is how to make, some quick money. This is how to get into the game and just learn a bit about it. Would you say that's correct, Matt?
Exactly. This is not exactly, I have products on my store. I have a lot more things that I actually physically do. There's apps. There's a lot more detail that we can get into. But this is the hardcore simplicity as possible, because I have proven to you that I've worked. I went to bed, put advertisements up, made a store, woke up the next day with $106 in my PayPal. So simple with one product on my store. Very simple. Just keep things simple. That's the whole thing is. because our mind wants to complicate things. If you follow this exact process, showing the little tips and tricks that we gave to you, the really golden nuggets to really get you started, this is not really a way to run a business. Essentially, for all you know, you could be making, you can put this up, spend money, you could be making $1,000, you know? Very simple to do with this, but I highly recommend if you're very interested in this dropshipping model, maybe you're just getting your feet wet, this is the best thing to do when you get started because like I said, it teaches you sales, it teaches you the psychology in your mind about what triggers someone to really purchase. You might have never really thought about this before, but I hope that we gave you the ton of value, and everything that I've mentioned in here, all the links will be in the description, so you don't need to look for them. And I highly recommend, and Carter does as well, if you have any questions at all, reach out to me as well as Carter. I'm just so grateful for him to bring me along and give you this value. But if you have questions personally, you can reach out to me on Instagram at Nicefaro. Again, my Instagram will also be linked below to check me out. But the highest, I can't stress this enough, make things simple when you're getting started. Don't be like, oh, you know, I get this all the time with people I work with is, you know, I'm like, all right, cool, bro. I talked to them like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, yo, you ready to get your Shopify store set up? Like, yeah, you know, I'm just waiting till this, and this. They're not an entrepreneur. They're a want-upreneur. I saw this quote out there. It's people who wait 6 months down the road to take action. Take action today. Get signed up. Carter walked through the whole entire process, how to pretty much set up your basic foundation. The link is below to get started. Everything is below. There is no excuses for you to be made except your own. In your mind that something's holding you back, simply $100 investment, and you can get things going today. Get this set up tonight. Get things going for yourself, and really dive yourself in, if you're starting out, into entrepreneurship. Like I said, very key foundation to my success as well as Carter's success. He wants to get into this as well, and he does know what he's talking about. So if you're ever looking for more coaching or even more just talking to him personally, he's a great guy to talk to and really provides me with a ton of value as well whenever I have questions with other things as well. And he's just a great guy to talk to and really to learn from, because the connections that he has and the mentors that he has is really unheard of. And it's all because we seeked information and we took action. Action is the keyest thing, right, Carter?
Awesome.
Action, bro.
Yep. So Matt, I want to thank you first of all for the kind words. I really do want to thank you guys. I am here to help you as far as I can with drop shipping, but as Matt said, his information will be below as well, and he has helped people scale their stores from 200 to 4K in the space of a month. So that's pretty amazing.
15 years old. The kid was 15 years old. I'm 18 years old. There's no excuse for age or even anything like that.
Exactly. So guys, at the end of the day, I'm here. If you have any quick questions about your ads, that's my expertise, is like Facebook ads and scaling your businesses. So I'm here to help a little bit with that. As you can see, Matt gave you some tips about how to run your first advertisements, but if you need to tweak them or anything, have any questions, go ahead and ask me. You could also sign up for my coaching, and I can help you guys through that, like one-on-one through a live call. That's an option as well. So guys, at the end of the day, you've got everything you need. You have any questions, as we said, you can come to us and we'll help you out. But in the meantime, I hope you guys get started with this. I hope you guys get your feet wet with drop shipping, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave some feedback below and let us know if you have any questions. Let us know what you liked. Let us know what you didn't like. Please leave a like if you did enjoy, and then also subscribe to stay updated with content like this. Matt, anything else?
That is all, man. You summed it up perfectly. Take action today. Pause this video, go back to the video, and really look at these key foundations and the key like elements to success that you can get massive results in action as soon as possible. And that's all, man. I want to thank you again for this opportunity. And if you have any questions, even reach out to me. I guys can hit you back with any questions if you have. I always love helping more people out there. So I'm glad that we had this opportunity to actually put this on a massive scale and to help more people out there. So I really hope that you guys got massive value out of this, because it was a lot of money and time that goes into this for us to learn, and now just to giving this away for you guys. So I really hope you got really good value out of this.
All right, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.
Take care.